Today we have 3 cases where Walmart people thought they could outplay the cops. Case number 1. Our top case is an exciting story of a dramatic woman. On May 23, 2022, officers responded to a report of ongoing theft at a Walmart store. Arriving at the scene, they encountered a suspected shoplifter, Paula, who was stopped for a receipt check. However, what unfolded was a situation that went way beyond a routine investigation. Paula, feeling defensive, claimed she accidentally rang up the wrong vacuum and expressed frustration. According to her, she has spent $250. Why would she steal for a $20 item? She insisted it was an unintentional mistake and vehemently denied intentional theft, emphasizing that she didn't work at Walmart and wasn't familiar with their procedures.
A kid waiting for me. I just spent $250. I didn't do this intentional. I don't work here. I don't know how this shit works. I rang up the wrong vacuum. Oh my god, dude.
4201A.
My mom works here. Like, I'm gonna steal from the place my mom.
As officers delved deeper into the situation, Paula's story took a more shocking turn. She asserted that items were missed during the scanning process and questioned whether it was a misscan. She even pointed out discrepancies in her receipt, adding that she unintentionally scanned something she didn't purchase.
I scanned it on the freaking wall. So that stuff was rang up.
Alright, hold on.
Yeah. Lying. Straight up lying. That's on here. It's right here. Right here, right first thing.
Despite Paula's initial claim of a payment error, she later contradicted herself by stating she had paid for some items at a checkout and others at Walmart's self-checkout. This inconsistency raised suspicions among the officers, prompting them to question her further. As the officers pressed her on their inquiry, Paula's demeanor shifted from defensive to aggressive. She verbally attacked the officers and Walmart employees, refusing to comply with instructions. The situation escalated to the point where she was placed under arrest.
I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? I'm gonna ask you a question at the end. I just need you to ask.
Listen, no, he's lying about shit that
Okay, well, we're gonna ask you.
Listen, I can't do this.
What's her name?
My kid.
Where's your kid at? Paula. Alright, Paula.
I have done nothing
Paula,
wrong.
wait, give me a second.
Paula didn't want to go to jail. First, she made the lame excuse of her fatherless son waiting for her at home. Upon inquiry, she told the police that her mother was taking care of the baby. In a desperate attempt to avoid jail, Paula became increasingly aggressive. She claimed she couldn't go to jail, citing personal issues, and even simulated medical conditions, alleging difficulty breathing due to anxiety. She announced herself as disabled and insisted to the police that she had back surgery. But none of the excuses could save her, not even for her being intellectually challenged. Despite her attempts to divert the situation, Paula was charged with petty theft and resisting an officer.
I have a child at home.
Who's with your
He
child?
doesn't have a father. He's dead. I don't.
So who's with your child now?
My mother.
Okay. Well, he's with a...
No,
Alright, I'm gonna
I
read...
can't do this. I
Alright,
can't.
listen.
Meanwhile, another officer went inside the store to check the security footage and the inventory. He confirmed that Paula had failed to scan several items at the self-checkout and that she had switched the price tags on the vacuums. He also found out that she had stolen other items that were not on her receipt, such as pool lights and a scanner. He added up the total value of the stolen goods, and it came to $620, much more than the $211 that she claimed to have paid. She learned the hard way that Walmart people are not smarter than cops.
What about this?
Scan 8-amp thing. That's $36. That one's 58.
So she scanned something else.
Yeah.
Stolen.
Guarantee this is stolen.
1384.
1384?
Well, I don't care. It's just gonna.
Case number 2. The joy hasn't ended as follows. We have a Walmart theft case on our plate. It was a typical day at Walmart until a man decided to steal some clothes and run away from the store. On April 11, 2022, an officer monitoring a Walmart CCTV feed spotted a guy, later identified as Robert Banks, helping himself to some clothing items without paying. The officer wasted no time and pursued Robert as he exited the store, leading to a rather unexpected turn of events. Robert, attempting to evade arrest, sprinted into the Walmart parking lot, maneuvering between cars in an effort to outsmart the cop. However, his escape plan fell short. The officer was faster and more determined, and he soon caught up with him.
Come here, dude! He's going all the way towards the front again.
As Robert darted towards his car, he began apologizing frantically, but things took a disastrous turn. Robert dashed for his car, where his wife was waiting. He begged the officer to let him go, saying, I'm sorry, I only got t-shirts. I only stole t-shirts." The officer, however, remained focused and demanded the car keys. As Robert was pulled to the ground and handcuffed, he continued insisting that he only stole t-shirts, even going as far as stripping himself during the search.
I'm sorry. Get out of the car! I'm sorry. Get out of the car! I only got t-shirts. I only stole t-shirts. Shut up. Give me the keys. I only stole t-shirts.
The officer then called for backup as he struggled to handcuff Robert, who kept resisting and emptying his pockets of various items. Robert insisted that he only stole t-shirts, and he tried to persuade the officer to let him go. He even stripped off his jacket and shirt, showing his bare chest, as if to prove his innocence.
Turn over! All right. I know you're behind me. Turn over! I'm sorry. Turn over! I can say the fucking again! I only stole t-shirt. I only stole shirt and t-shirt. I'm sorry, I only stole shirt and t-shirt. Give me your fucking hand!
In an attempt to sway the situation in his favor, Robert made an unusual request while being searched. "Give me the keys, sir, so that you can call my mom," he pleaded. The officer was baffled by this, and he asked why he needed the keys to call his mom. Robert's wife explained that she didn't have a license and she couldn't drive the car. The officer was even more confused, and he asked Robert if the car was stolen. Robert said no, he had just bought it. The officer was not sure if he was telling the truth, but he decided to keep the keys for now.
My keys, please. Right there.
Let me ask you a question.
Can you give me my keys, please, sir? Let me figure everything out first. I'll figure everything out first. I didn't know you were behind me. Please, sir. I gotta figure it out. Can you give me my car keys, sir, please? Please give me my car keys, sir.
He then moved Robert to his patrol car, but Robert had one more surprise for him. He suddenly reached into his pants and pulled something out. The officer reacted quickly, and he drew his gun, thinking it was a weapon, but it turned out to be just a jacket. Expressing nervousness and apologies, Robert's attempt to explain himself fell short. The officer told him that he couldn't do that because it was dangerous.
I'm sorry. I'm fucked up. This is their jacket. I don't want none of this. This is their jacket. Just go sit. Can I just take their jacket off? Take their jacket. I don't want none of this.
The officer clarified the need for processing at detention due to the escalating incidents and the interference with the arrest. Robert faced charges of theft in the 6th degree and interference with an officer, spending a few hours in detention before being released on a $2,500 bond.
So our policy and procedure says you have to be processed at detention because of everything that happened with this incident. If you had just stopped in there and said, okay, I'll give you the stuff back, he would have handed you a summons, you would have walked away. Okay, but because of everything else that escalated, because of you trying to escape and the actions that you took, you have to be processed.
Case number 3. Our last case is about the lovebirds who were caught at Walmart red-handed. On January 26, 2022, officers responded to a Walmart store after receiving reports that 2 customers, Albert and Honesty, were attempting to remove tags from items. Upon arrival, the officers approached the duo, initiating what seemed like a calm interaction. However, things took an unexpected turn as the officers delved into the details.
Have you guys been trying to take the tags off the clothes?
No.
Okay.
During the conversation, Albert's sock drew attention, leading to a discovery that added a new layer to the situation. As the officers attempted to detain Albert for having a foreign object in his sock, Honesty was also handcuffed after she kicked away items that fell from Albert during the struggle. The officers proceeded to search their belongings, anticipating evidence of stolen clothes, but stumbled upon something far more serious.
Let me have your hand. Let me have your hand. Come on, buddy. Come on. Hey,
Sir, that's not
no. Let me see it. Let me see it. Open up your hand.
Okay, you got it, sir. Sir.
You're gonna get tased, buddy.
Sir, okay. Back off. Sir, that's my money, sir. It's money.
Albert was found with what appeared to be drug paraphernalia, prompting a thorough search outside the store. Meanwhile, Honesty, still inside, raised eyebrows as officers uncovered strange items in her pockets, including children's underwear. After detaining Albert and discovering drug paraphernalia, officers outside the store confronted Honesty with peculiar items in her pockets. Initially cooperative, Honesty admitted to stealing merchandise concealed within her clothing. However, upon leaving the store, her demeanor suddenly shifted.
In her pockets, in her
Yeah, it was in her pocket.
This belongs to him,
Right? Yeah, and then this.
the cash belongs to him. That was in her.
It was in her pockets. Yeah.
What
She
is-
says it's from here.
It
Their
is from
underwear,
where?
their kids' underwear. This, I don't know what it is. This is from here also, correct? Yeah. Okay.
The officers sought information from Honesty about her boyfriend Albert and encountered resistance. Despite being read her Miranda rights, the officers utilized a persuasive approach to obtain Albert's name from Honesty. This unconventional tactic drew a confession from Albert, who admitted to deceiving the officers about his identity.
What's his name? Your boyfriend.
You want to let him do all that?
He's gonna do it too, but what's his name? I'm asking you because you're with him. Your boyfriend.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I just don't want to go with that. I'm sorry.
In the end, both Albert and Honesty faced charges of shoplifting, resisting arrest, possession of drugs, and tampering with evidence.
Looks like bail secures bond with the original charge of code 16. It's non-extraditable.
Which of the Walmart people and cop interactions amused you the most? Let us know in the comments section.